Good morning. I just finished my workout, so I wanted to get our reading done. We are on day 23. Day 23. Good morning. Good morning, TR. How are you? Good morning, Dana. Good morning, Nick. Good morning, Box. Good morning, YouTube and Facebook. Good morning, Insta. Good morning, Roslyn. Good morning. I think it's Pooh Bear. Good morning, Pooh Bear. I'm doing wonderful. I actually just came off the vibration plate with my resistance bands. I wanted to get the reading done because I have a bunch of meetings. I have my workout hat on because, my hair be tied up under here. But I just got finished. I just did 40 minutes on the vibration plate. When I wake up, if I wake up in pain, I do three things: pray and meditate immediately, get my detox tea, and get on the plate so that I can get my body activated, break up any tightness, tension, or swelling that's trying to settle overnight, any fluids, activate my lymphatic system. It also helps with my digestion in the morning. It helps with my breathing. It does so much. But while I'm on the plate, I'm actually standing with my hands, my arms at angles to open up my lungs, to get airflow into my lungs. Because a lot of us that have a lot of chronic pain, you don't take a lot of deep breaths, and it's not really good. And so it can make the pain worse. So I really focused on trying to get air into my body. After losing over 400 pounds naturally, it's certain things that aren't sitting like they're supposed to. So I have to come up with other alternative methods and ways for my body to get what it needs. And the fact that I'm allergic to everything. So good morning. Welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you so much for being in the room. My name is Coach King, and this is my platform. I used to weigh almost 600 pounds. I don't anymore. I lost 479 pounds naturally. And one of the ways I'm able to sustain that for almost 10 years now is because I have been able to face my fears that were holding me back from truly addressing my wellness issues. It wasn't just about weight loss for me. I also needed to learn about health and what that would look like for the rest of my life. So if you're someone who's done a lot of dieting and you get that whole total quick fix microwave identity that comes with weight loss that's rapid and not sustainable, it's a Debbie Downer. It's hurtful to fail at something that you make up your mind. I'm going to do it this time. It's like I have a lot of patients that have the surgery and they're like, I'm going to do it this time. And in fact, they were on their way to doing it and something happened and they're back where they started at. And so they're starting all over, but now they're starting over with a different mindset. That there's not a place that we're going, yet there a journey that we're on. We're always seeking a new destination in wellness and health because your body always needs to be a priority to health. It's not about losing weight to get healthy. It's about getting healthy, and as a result, you lose weight. And that's the feedback I want to really encourage you to take with you today. Um, Dang, I accidentally messed up my Instagram live. I have to end my Instagram live. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can fix it. Let's see. Let me see. Sorry, guys. Give me 1 second. I actually, sometimes if I don't pay attention, I log into the wrong part of the Instagram and it's in practice mode. And so I have to go in and like fix everything. So I'm fixing it right now. Give me 1 second. So I apologize. We're going to get to that reading, I promise you. It's telling me right now we're having problems. I'm like, I'm on my way. I see your problem. All right, here we go. The other day when this happened, I didn't know how to fix it. Today I know how to fix it. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Come on in. Come on in the boutique. I'm going to be talking about the products that we have here. If you're on a wellness journey, if you like to move your body, if you're trying to get into moving your body, if you have already know you've already overindulged and the holiday is just now getting started, tap the like button. I get it. I understand. I want to give you some tools and tips and techniques to help your mindset during this holiday season. It's so easy to overindulge and find yourself 10 or 15 pounds heavier. Good morning, Miss Miller. Find yourself 10 or 15 pounds heavier after the holiday are stuck in a plateau. And one of the ways I help myself stay encouraged on my journey of over 479 pounds lost naturally is I actually focus on my mindset. And so several weeks ago, I decided that I was going to show up every day and share with you the daily reading. And so we are back at it. If you've been tuned in with us and already been doing it, you know that we're on day 23. If you're new, we're coming from 365 Days of Fear Not, which you can grab off of Amazon. I'll show that book to you. I show it every day just to, if you want to follow along, you find this helpful. If you're on a wellness journey, I promise you it's helpful. I promise you. I'm telling you what I've done. You need this. It's ain't optional if you're on a wellness journey. And then you want to grab this book right here. And I'll tell you why in a second. Okay. Grab your coffee. Good morning, loves. Good morning. Good morning, Ruby. Good morning, Vanessa. If you're on my TikTok shop, what I actually have is a plethora of wellness programs. I have an outpatient therapeutic weight loss program that's all virtual. That can be done when you need it, or it can be done at your own pace. Okay, show the books again? Sure. So we're going to go at 365 Days of Fear Not. This is our first book. It's by Mr. David Komalafi. Komalafi. Okay. And then our Codependency No More is going to be about Melody Beatty. Melody Beatty. Hold on, guys. Let me get there we go. So Melody Beatty. One of my favorites. It's called Journey to the Heart. She has a book called Codependency No More. It's also a very good book. I'm thinking about adding that to our reading and providing my clients with a copy virtually so that we can go through it together. And today we made it to December 27th. Oh my gosh, I'm getting excited. How many people are benefiting? Tap the like button if you've been here and you've seen me doing the daily reading before. I'm trying to get a feel of our audience. Today's topic in Melody Beatty is Embrace Your Destiny. Yummy. That just sounds yummy. Sounds like we're going to get into the thick of it. How many of us have been stagnated because of our wellness? Our health has caused us to halt our destiny, to be halted in our process. Good morning, Becky and Mary. Welcome in, guys. I'm Coach Kenya. I'm not on the vibration plate and I don't have the resistance bands on. But if you're new to my platform, new to my channel, please make sure you follow me and cut on those notifications. I go live a couple of times a week. Now I go live every day, but there's a couple times a week where I go live, one to cook and also to work out. I'm a health and wellness coach. I've lost 479 pounds naturally. I help women who are pursuing their health and wellness goals pre and post surgery. I help injection patients who are utilizing some form of injectable weight loss medication to reach their weight loss goals. I also work with women who struggle with food addictions and food disorders. I also work with families that are facing the issues along with my clients. And so together what we've created is I Rise Inc., which is I Realize I'm Strong Enough coaching firm and wellness community. We provide you with a 360 degree coaching community where you're able to not just get the help you need to work through your mindset and your physical and emotional issues or concerns related to your weight. We also offer where the family is able to be supported. We bring in spouses and children, and we truly do attack the issues at hand. So what you're what you're getting when you click on the link and actually join our community. You truly are getting a community that where you can come, grow, and change. It's at your pace. You may choose to get started right away. You may need some time. Either way, I try to provide you with support so that your decision feels supported, so that no matter what, because life is going to happen. Life does not care about what's happening with you. It doesn't. So if you want to find a way to stay sustainable, it's important to be engaged in a space where you can get your mind right. You have to be engaged in spaces. Let me get the comments. I just saw a surgery patient. I want to say congratulations. Oh, Miss Bella, congratulations. I've actually had bariatric surgery reversed in the past. I did not do so well. I did not have the success that many others had. Actually, as a result, I became very ill and ended up in hospice. And that procedure was reversed as a result to try to save my life. Unfortunately, it did not save my life. As a food addict, I ate about 20,000 calories a day for 10 months and ended up gaining almost 400 pounds within 10 months and blown into 592 pounds while in hospice. While in hospice, my food addiction cut on pretty heavy and I simply lost it. Immediately after my surgical procedure was reversed, which that can be done, I went ham. I went crazy. And the doctor told me, if you start eating like you were eating, you're going to gain all this weight back and more. And I did. The problem was I had something going on in my brain that I could not stop the emotional eating. I wanted it to stop, but I couldn't. And so what I discovered being a retired therapeutic behaviorist and counselor is that I had to start looking at my behaviors and why I was eating. I had to start looking at what I was afraid of. Because when you fail from losing weight already once, I always say I've been fat twice. Okay. Thank you. I converted from the band, which did not work. I had to sleeve. Yep. See, people say you can't get conversions. You can get conversions. You can get applications. You can get revisions. All those things, and sometimes we need them. But the one thing, I've had so much stuff done to myself trying to lose weight, but I never sat down with no one to fix and talk about what had happened to me during those times. All the failed diets and things I had joined and programs and gym memberships I'd never went to. I needed to understand why I couldn't stay motivated for me, but if it was for someone else, I could do it. I needed to understand why when I got sad enough, I could eat you out of a house and a home. But when I was depressed in a different way, or if I was busy, I could starve for days, going on straight adrenaline. I needed to understand where that came from. Because it came from somewhere. That I wasn't crazy or lazy or dumb, that I actually was never taught about nutrition. No one had ever taught me about the importance of fats and carbs and complex carbs and vegetables and the percentage that you need in each meal. I didn't know what that was. I knew that you needed to eat something a couple times a day. But I did not know that there was actually some science to what is on your plate. There was a method to sustaining wellness, that there was a system that you could create that was individualized to who you are. And that from that, not only could you release weight, but you could keep that thing off because it's a lifestyle, not a diet. It's not a means to an end. It's the foundation to the existence of who you are. Today's reading. Let's get into it. Thank you, Bella. Okay, let's go. You ready? Tap that like button. Let me see you. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see you. Let me. It is written, and I said unto you, I am the Lord your God. Fear not the gods of the Amorites, to whose land ye dwell, but ye have not obeyed my voice. Judge 6:10. Fear the Lord. Fear of the Lord gives assurance of victory over our goals. I thought I read this. Hold on. Okay. It's just that the verses are similar, so I was trying to make sure I hadn't. Good morning, Angela and Nini and that nurse. And thank you, Miss Miller, for being here. I wanted to make sure I didn't mess this up. Okay, I'm going to start over. So, day 23, it is written, and I said unto you, I am the Lord God. I am the Lord your God. Fear not the gods of the Amorites, in whose land ye dwell, but ye have not obeyed my voice. Judge 6:10. Fear of the Lord gives assurance of victory over other gods. I command principle as the principle. The prayer is I command every ungodly authority over my life to perish in Jesus' name. And prayer number 2 is I enthrone the lordship of my Lord Jesus over every area of my life in Jesus' name. So today the focus around fear would be to command authority over any ungodly thing that brings fear into your life. And then the second component of that prayer will be that your Lord reigns over any fear, any area of your life that is not that you have. The Lord, your Lord God reigns over that. So there's no need to be fearful if there's something that you don't have. Thank you so much for the gift. Thank you. Good morning, Tamisha. So if there's something that you don't have, that means that God can provide it. So there's no need to have fear in that space. So if you're on a wellness journey, you know that if you're a woman of God, you should probably have God on that journey with you. I just threw a dagger at some of y'all. Some of y'all done started a 50 million thousand diets and y'all ain't bit more talk to y'all higher power about it. And you say, well, I can't stay motivated. Girl, you ain't got the right people on your team to support you to the end. Amen. All right. Okay. Melody. Hey, good morning, Tamisha. Good morning, Michelle. Bella, thank you. Good morning. Is it New York? Good morning. Okay, our second reading. Amen to our first reading. Amen, amen, amen. Mr. Y, good morning. Let's get into our second reading because we're attacking this thing. We're not going into 2025 scared. If it's a goal that you need to get to, then let's get to it. Like, remember we talked Monday, I asked you guys to write a list and to start doing something toward what you were going to have a goal for in 24/5. So say your goal in 25 is to save up for a car. I want you to start saving right now. Start cutting back right now. Start budgeting right now. And if you want to go through all your bills, look at your debt, do it this weekend. Do it right now. Don't wait till this weekend. Do it right now. Because what happens is when you set a goal, if you don't write down immediately the path you're going to take to get there and start doing it, the more days that go by that you're not pursuing the goal that you stated, the less likely you are to get started. You got to get started. You got to get started. That is why my weight loss and wellness planner, which I've attached in the orange cart on the shop, on the iRise, on the TikTok shop, it's going to allow you to track this because these are things you're going to do out of consistency. The reason why I give you things to do that grow who you are as a human and increase your self-esteem, because you'll be more likely to do the physical activities and the nutrition when you get into the concept of where your mindset needs to be. You can go get anybody's surgical procedure, injection, or diet program, but if you do not address your mindset and how you ended up where you are in the first freaking place, you're just going to continue to play yo-yo. The only difference in this is you're going to be jumping from injection to injection to injection to injection, from gym to program to program to program, from surgical procedure to surgical procedure. Because if the concept is within us, then we need someone to help us go within. But if we don't know it's within us, if we do no work looking at who we are, why we act the way we do, and what needs to be done, then it will never happen. It'll be a repetitive cycle of always seeking something. Nothing will ever be enough because the lack of is not outside of you. The lack of is within you. And that is what's driving your limited motivation that won't get you to willingness. Motivation gets you started. Willingness keeps you going. That part. Good morning, 1102. How are you, beautiful? It's good to see you. Hi, Ray. Thank you, Bella, for the likes. Thank you, TR, for pinning that. Good morning, GM. Good morning, Karen. Okay, second reading. December 27th, Embrace Your Destiny with Melanie. I'm so glad to see your beautiful logo pop up in the live. Hi. Good morning, ex Dolce. All right, here we go. Melody Beadle, Codependence No More. Because, some of y'all out here living in codependent relationships with y'all kids, y'all spouses, y'all grandkids, y'all jobs. Some of y'all going into these jobs half dead, and y'all more worried about the job than getting your butt healed and whole. You running back to the job straight out the ICU, and if you fall out again, they gonna call 911 and put somebody else at your desk until you come back from leave. You better wake up. You willing to die over the job, and the job is not willing to die over you. You gotta check your morals, check your motives. Check your motives. Because we all need to pay bills. But you realize it actually costs more to be overweight and sickly, right? It actually costs more. I know, because I spent 4 years laying in a hospice bed, so I know medical debt. I know it. I know what it looks like to live through it, to deal with it, to be in fear of it, because I've experienced it. All the way to palliative care, all the way to hospice. So I've experienced it. I'm talking to you about personal experience, not what my cousin, mama, daddy happened, but what happened to me personally on this journey to better health and wellness. I started in a hospital palliative care bed. That was my start. I did not have the privilege of being able to see a young lady on the live talk to me about the options of addressing my mindset, which I knew there was an issue, but I didn't know how to get to it until I had to have my own experience. I began to ask God to give me a new experience in my life so that I could think of things differently, so I could look at things with a new set of eyes. Because my memory tells me different. My schemas tell me different. So I have to ask God to give me a different vision of what I see in front of me. Give me a new experience. My recovery tells me that my old experiences are flawed. They have pain, doubt, and emotional neglect connected to them. Therefore, I need to ask for a new experience in this thing called life. And while I'm in the process of seeking this new experience that I'm asking my higher power about, I'm keeping my mind open. I'm not willing to say, that's just the way I am. I'm no longer willing to live understanding and say, that's the way I am. I'm now only choosing to look at it differently. What can I grow from? What can I get from it? Because remember, I eat to feel better. And if I'm not addressing my feelings, I'm eating because I'm trying to heal it. And I don't want to eat to heal it no more. I don't want to snack. I don't want to Netflix and eat. Okay? We ain't chilling. We Netflix and eating. I know y'all say I'm a Netflix and chill, but you're Netflix and munching, okay? I don't want to do that no more. I want to be able to sit at a movie without feeling like I have to eat or drink something. You understand what I'm saying? I want to be able to go somewhere and not think I have to have food available. Are you one of those people that if the event don't got food, you don't know if you're going? Yep, that was me. I ain't gonna lie. If I was skeptical about what meal might be there, I'm not coming. Because I can control my meals. You see what I'm saying? I'm not putting my food in your hands. The books in your suitcase. No, Bella, I love the books are actually on Amazon. I don't get anything for them. If you can look at this book, Miss Bella, I want you to go get it, and then I want you to join me. I would love to work with you, Miss Bella. Right now, my 5-month program is only $79 for 5 months of intensive coaching. And I would love to work with you since you just had your procedure. I would love to work with you and support you on your journey. So this book, I literally got this book almost 4 years ago. It came from a good friend of mine, Barbara Day Price. She sent it to me, and little does she know, it's been a game changer. Every year I've read these passages off and on every year. And every time I pick up this book, it gives me a new insight into who I am and how I got here. It begins to help me address the issue that my parents struggle with alcoholism. Therefore, I'm a child of 2 alcoholics. So that means that my thinking is connected to how they raised me or didn't raise me. So I have to work through that. I have to work on that. I have to address those things because they may be affecting my today. I'm no longer willing to allow yesterday to affect today. See, I'm kicking down the door to 2024 and I'm walking into 2025 with a glide. And I can only do that if I'm willing to fully release and understand that who I used to be really has no relevance if I want to go higher, if I want to go deeper, if I want to go wider. Tap the like button if that makes sense. Let's get into our reading. Good morning, Selena, baby. Hey, love bug, can we do a text chat? You're supposed to still be checking in just because you got a vacation. Ladies, the girls, at the last 2 weeks of the year, we close. Well, I don't see clients so that I can launch new programs. I go through, like, I usually get some form of certification or license doing this, or I get do some CEUs. But this time we're actually working with a bunch of specialists and professionals in the health and wellness community to create some basic, proven, world-winning, science-backed programs that are supported by the nutrition system that help me lose weight, as well as supported by my own founded principles and concepts around weight loss and mindset. I've also created my very own, it's being copyrighted and trademarked, my very own first weight loss and weight loss meditation program, where it's actually me talking and guiding you through all the meditations. So we have been steadily at work, you guys. I want women and men to get free from this thing. I believe that obesity is an epidemic, and I believe it's a personal attack on many of us. And that's another laugh. But what I'm trying to tell you is that you remember when all the not so good foods kept getting poisoned. We was getting E. coli and Ebola and E. crackii and Makasakai from anything. Remember that? It was all processed foods. And now all the healthy foods are we're not going to do it in this live. But what I want to encourage you and tell you today, that we have to get smarter. If you're someone who has always been against supplements, you better get against supplements. You better supplement something, because today the organic food is sick. Come on. So what I'm explaining to you is, I discovered about 7 years ago that the food was killing me. I noticed things like the communities that I grew up in, there were no healthy options, that the grocery stores, that all the toxic and non-healthy food items were always by the front door. I began to notice the distance between a school and a gas station to a McDonald's. I began to recognize that when you drive in certain areas and in certain states, that there's more fast foods than there's healthy options. I began to notice that a lot of stores don't even have organic or non-processed, are non-chemically processed areas. Like, there's no area. Then I begin to notice that some stores don't even have an ethnic section, meaning there's no other types of food in there but the food they're getting that is Americanized. So what I want to tell you is, I've always believed that the FDA runs this country. I still believe that. Now it's the proof is in the pudding. The same people that feed us approve our drugs, the same drugs that break down to sugar, that cause cravings, that have people that are in chronic pain situations and on lifetime medicines from autoimmune diseases like MS, sickle cell anemia, diabetes, that actually break down into sugar, which makes you crave sugar. I ain't gonna do it today, though. Y'all don't want it. Y'all don't want y'all want it. Y'all don't want it, because I can do it. I can have you reconsidering your whole day, because, see, I've lived it. There's a lot you can think about laying in the bed for 4 straight years when nothing is wrong with your brain. My body was sick, and I contributed to it by the way I consistently ate in that hospital while they told me not to. That's why I tell y'all that DoorDash used to be my husband. I was married to him. I was tricking off the DoorDash at least 4 times a day. Was taking all of my money. Me and DoorDash was tricking. If you ask me if I ever had an affair, if you ask me in the right setting, I'm going to tell you yes. And you're going to be like, Coach, I can't imagine you cheating on your husband. I didn't cheat on my actual husband. I cheated on my spiritual husband, because food became my God, and so did DoorDash. I was running him up on a regular basis. I was finding money, moving money from credit cards, from bank accounts, from here, there, and everywhere, trying to get a DoorDash delivered, because food had became my God. I lost face in the space. I was just existing. I was willing to eat whatever I wanted to, however I wanted to, and I was willing to say or do whatever I needed to do to get you to bring the food to me. I'll go ahead and read. Embrace Your Destiny, December 27th. Ooh, I'm going to need my glasses in real life. No, I'm not. I got this. I'm going to put some light on it. Her words were simply but profound. Fall in love with your destiny. How often we search outside of ourselves for some elusive moment, for an experience like someone else is having, for an emotion we'd like to feel but aren't, at least not right now. How often we long to be somewhere other than where we are, or somewhere other than who we are, someone other than who we are. How easy it can be to complain about and regret our past, thinking it's somehow wrong. The answer is to fall in love. Fall in love with our own life. Our destiny isn't some far off moment in some or something that happens to someone else. Our destiny is taking place right now. It's been happening all along. Destiny is that mysterious force or energy that magically intertwines with choice, free will, and fate. Let all those elements weave together and create your life. But know you can help us to create it too. Know you can help to create it too by falling in love with your own life. Love all the places you have gone and all the places you will go. Love the lessons you have learned and the way you have learned them. Most of all, love where you are right now because that's where your destiny lies. Wow. Destiny is that mysterious force or energy that magically intertwines with choice, free will, and fate. Let all those elements weave together and create your life. But know you can help to create it too by falling in love with your own life. Love all places you have gone and all places you will go. Love the lessons you have learned and the way you have learned them. Most of all, love where you are right now because that's where destiny lies. That is very powerful. And I was just speaking about the importance of creating a foundation and understanding our goal is not getting to there. Our goal is understanding in the moment where we are right now. We're going to get somewhere, but why lock ourselves into a destination of the unknown when we can simply open our eyes and be vividly seeking a pursuit of better? Just vividly seeking a pursuit of better. I mean, just vividly, eyes wide open, seeking a pursuit of a better version of who you are. That's it. Not trying to match nobody else, like the book says, not trying to beat nobody else, not trying to compete with nobody else. Simply opening our eyes wide open and vividly seeing this pathway that is in pursuit of this amazing, phenomenal, outstanding version of who we were always created to be. My theory is that life got in the way of you on the journey to the better version of self. Do you understand that you were never off track? You were never not who you're supposed to be. You were never not created to excel. You were never created. You were never not created to be better than who you are. It got disrupted. Life disrupted your path on the way. One could say I was on my way to this level of success in one way or another, doing something, and along the way came a man who abused me, and then it came people who abused me. Then it became life that abused me, and my destiny got sidetracked. The bridge in which I stood on got burnt down. So I had to relegate and recognize that I needed to build a new bridge. Because I'm still alive. I didn't die. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the loves. On the new bridge, I can now cross over that bridge and go somewhere. Because I was already on my way to the destination, but I had a pit stop. The pit stop was called the circumstances of life. But I can't get caught. Thank you for joining my team. I can't get caught in the pit stop. This is what I'm trying to teach you in the products that I give you. Many people join my program and they can't handle it. They think it's too much. It is too much because it's a concept of you changing everything you think you know about life. Why? Because the problem is who you are is ingrained in everything you used to do. If you don't show up and change that, then you're going to keep being who you used to be. You're just going to look better. And what happens is who you used to be and who you're trying to be, they start catching up. You got to cut her off. You got to guard her. You got to shut it down. Who you used to be cannot intertwine with where you're going. She's the old you. She's not dead. She's buried under some residue. We refuse to take the residue with us. We decided that we're better than that. We're bigger than that. He's stronger than that. So we've decided that who we used to be isn't sufficient. It isn't good enough. So we don't want to go back to who we used to be. We're seeking a whole new being. Like I'm talking about, if you used to like red, you're going to change so much where your favorite color might become blue. Thank you so much, beautiful. I'm talking about a transformation where your mindset changes and where you used to always see the negative first. Something happened when you work with Coach Kenya, and now you see the light in everything. I didn't say you would never see the dark anymore. I said you would see the light first. See, when you've lost 479 pounds naturally, you have to begin to find another way to exist. Because there's a lot of pain in discovering that the reason why you even became 592 pounds is all on you. There's some healing that has to happen when you recognize that your abyss that you once existed in was because of you. I didn't say people didn't assist me in getting there, but because I'm the culprit of my own demise, it was because of me. No one ever forced me to eat a sandwich. I picked up the sandwich. No one ever beat me in the face and said, you better eat that hamburger, I'm going to kill you. That wasn't what happened. What happened for me is I began to struggle in life and begin to feel the pains of my past. And the only thing that I knew as a coping skill that didn't affect me, and I was scared to do drugs, so I ate. Because food is harmless. And ain't gonna hurt nobody. Ain't nobody gonna tell you to stop eating chicken wings. They might tell you to put the pipe down, but they ain't gonna tell you to put the chicken wing down until it's in excess. See, by the time they tell you to put the chicken wing down, you already 300-400 pounds up there. I needed you to tell me to put the chicken wing down when I was 150. Now I'm 650, and you want to talk to me about a chicken wing. Baby, I can eat a whole pound now. Back then, it was only 10. Now it's 100. You could have stepped in then, but it wasn't their responsibility. It was mine. Remember, I am the culprit. I'm the culprit of my demise. But that's okay. Once we realize, you know what, we the culprit of our demise. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the light. Once we realize I am the culprit of my demise, then we say, you know what, if I was the culprit of my demise, I'm about to drop a nugget on you. Get ready for it. Get ready for the nugget. Tap the like button. Get ready for the nugget. If I was the culprit of my demise, does that mean I can be the king or queen of my rise? Oh, wait a minute. Wait, I got to sip coffee on it. Y'all didn't even catch it. Y'all better catch your stuff now. If I was the colonel, if I was the culprit of my demise, that means I can be the king or queen of how I rise. That means that my victory is already within me. If my detriment is in me, then my victory lies next to it. I can't fail. I can only fail if I quit. I can only fail if I don't stay disciplined. I can only fail if the consistency is enough. I can only fail if I don't keep going or if I never try. Failure is when you refuse to try. You can't say something doesn't work that you've never given your all to. Programs haven't failed. Programs didn't fail me. I believe that almost every single program works at some degree. The issues that I needed to be sustainable. I have a mindset of a certain behaviors, and there's certain things that my mindset won't let me do. So I have to be willing to change how I think about life. I was a person that wouldn't try any food I hadn't already had when I was younger. Now that I'm an adult, they got me out here street eating it. The other day, I had a bagel with avocado and cream cheese. Why? Because that's what my palate said. But in my old life, it ain't had no meat on it. I don't want it. You better put I don't care what they put in the meat. Put it all in the meat. I done died 9 times. I'm trying to find a way up out of here anyway. Go on and give me that hamburger on there, that big red meat, boy, that big cow. Give me that good cow on there, though. I do like the more expensive beef now because it tastes a little better than me, I think. So you're going to put that beef on there. But I didn't do that. I didn't even crave that. That goes to show you that you can live a life of what I call in between. That goes to show you that you can have a healthy lifestyle. And because I kind of eat clean, but I eat snacks. I don't not snack. I don't overdo it. You understand what I'm saying? I crave the day that I can exist in the world with food. How many people can relate to food holding you captive, where you can't even exist in the world? Like when you go to a family event or a company event, you get nervous about the types of food that are available there for fear that you will overeat in front of people. How many of us go to a drive-through before you go to a eat out to eat with other people so you can avoid overeating with them, so you can already be partially full when you get there? See, these are things of a food addict. These are things of someone who has a food disorder. But see, when we're not educated on what's going on with our minds as it relates to our behaviors and our bodies, then we don't know where to start. That's why we get connected to professionals who work in therapeutic weight loss, who actually coach you in a therapeutic setting, meaning you're set up in a therapy-based program that provides you with therapeutic weight loss, behavior modification techniques, tools, and educational resources. It's like going to weight loss university and getting a master's degree in a better version of who you are. Welcome to orientation. It's about being willing to level yourself up a little bit more and put in the work to really grow you who you are. This is going beyond just going somewhere and getting a meal plan and making a meal prepping. This is going beyond you going to the gym. This is deeper than that. This is beyond that. This is for the woman who's got everything else in line and her weight is the last thing, and she can feel something is out there. It's circling her atmosphere, but she can't grab it. That's my calling. Yeah, I want you to be able to see my eyes on that. That's my calling. Yeah, it is. I've been in the behavior modification and professional counseling arena since 2001. It has been it was my first main job and my only job. The job of my life. I worked 2 jobs and they were both in the same field. And before that, the other job I had was at 16. I love what I do. I love the fact that I contain the educational and master's degree knowledge that I can apply to what I do with the ladies that I work with, that I'm able to provide them with the specialties that I have been trained in and have worked in and have been previously certified, NCE certified and licensed in previously. I'm retired and I do not still maintain my license, although I'm going back to get it again, but that's a whole different story for a whole different business I'm starting. More to the story is I only speak in terms of therapeutic terms and techniques because that is what we do here. This is not your average TikTok weight loss story or Instagram weight loss story where I'm going to give you a meal plan of exactly what I did for 185 days to help you lose 100 pounds. Yes, you're going to get that here. But what you're actually going to get is therapeutic forms of therapy and coaching based in CBT, existentialism, and modern day therapy techniques. We do a lot of tapping. Well, I have a lady that I've been doing tapping with for years. But one of the other things we do a lot of is meditations. The ladies will tell you we meditate like crazy over here. Not only do we teach you how to meditate, but we teach you what to do with your thoughts during meditation because there is a system to it. Then we start with strengthening your body, building your core, your legs, your agility, your balance, and your stamina. And then we look at what your workouts are going to be. We start off on a vibration plate with resistance bands because many people are struggling with knee pain, back pain, and mobility issues. And so we immediately start out getting you active where you are instead of pushing you in a situation that can cause injury or further health and wellness issues. Together, we create a 3-component pathway: eat better, feel better, live better. We have a WhatsApp where you can check in. We have a Facebook group. You can be very, very active or you can be in the sidelines. I have plenty of clients who only see me personally, and then I have plenty of clients that come every day. They love the group. They love the classes. They love the workouts. They love the meditation. And then I have women who love it private. I have women who want both. So in my program, you get access to both. It's totally up to you. I have the vibration plate. I love it. Bella, I have full workouts. I've actually been using the vibration plate since 2015. December 2015, I got my first plate. It's so funny. One of my old clients from like 2017, she rejoined my program. And when she came to class, somebody mentioned the vibration plate. She was like, I know about that plate. Coach been on that plate when nobody else talking about that plate. And that is true. I've been, the plate has been one of my recommended workouts, as well as the fabric resistance bands since 2015, because I started paralyzed. People don't remember this part of my story, but I'm actually paralyzed from the mid waist, from like from here down. I couldn't move none of that. I couldn't bear no weight on my legs. I had what they called a form of steroid myopathy and medically induced paralysis. And so my body had ingested so many toxins from the medications, it was paralyzing me, and I could not walk. For 4 years, I laid in a hospital bed. When I began to lose weight, I had to figure out and find ways where I could get the weight off without being able to go to the gym. I was paralyzed. So I literally started with the fabric resistance bands. Once I got out of palliative care and moved in with my daughter, I was able to then add the vibration plate. Those two things came together because I didn't have a choice. I was still on a walker and in a wheelchair, so there was no options to walk or run. So all I had going for me is willingness and discipline. And I drove the stake into the ground doing those two things for myself, being willing and disciplined. I didn't say motivation, because motivation just gets you started. Motivation will make you buy the program. Motivation will make you sign all your documents. But willingness is the only way you're going to keep going. Because willingness is what we all require in order to do what we do on a daily basis. The reason why you go to work every day is because you're willing. The motivation behind that is money. You're willing to go because you're going to get paid. The willingness. The difference in willingness with this is the payment is internal. If you show up for yourself in the kitchen, physically and emotionally, your body will change as a result. If you seek wellness and health, your waistline will shrink as a result. The concept that the mind and the body belong together is not some random idea. It is true that you are connected so deep, and that many of us are disconnected because of what our bodies look like and feel like after gaining weight. And I invite you to become reconnected to your inner self and to who you are internally and externally. Any questions? Okay, I'm looking at comments right now. Okay, I'm coming. You are living proof that God, yes, anything is possible, Bella. You can do. Oh, thank you so much, Bella. Bella, you are so right, because when to tell you the truth, I didn't start my journey to live. I actually thought I was gonna die. So because I thought I was going to die, I actually gave everything away. I gave away purses and bags and shoes and all the furniture in my home and my clothes. And I start writing wills and end of life stuff. And I picked out my casket and my eulogy. I picked out the clothes and everything I was going to wear when I got buried. I actually wrote a poem for myself to be read at my own funeral, because that's how close I came to being in the grave. I never, ever, ever started this journey in no way, shape, or form to ever be where I am right now, to ever do what I'm doing right now. Never, never, never. Okay, never, never, never was that my goal. Never. My goal was never, ever, ever to survive. My goal was always to die. My goal was to go back to Kentucky from Arizona at 592 pounds on a Southwest airline, to go into my mother's home that I was estranged from for several years, that I tried to create a relationship with my biological mother, and I was going to die in her living room. When I got to Kentucky, I got sicker. I ended up in a Kendrick Care and in Norton's Hospital on the long-term care unit. And the goal was that I was going to die. I was given 30 days to live to die. But I didn't die. What happened instead is a few months before I left Arizona, someone shared a shake with me, and I drank that shake, and within days, I began to think better, but I was still so sick that I wanted to go home and die with my daughter. But if it wasn't for them putting the shake in my feeding tube and my daughter continuing to give me that shake when I moved in with her, my grandkids used to make the shake and bring it upstairs to me. One day I asked my daughter, I said, "Do you remember you used to bring me that shake?" And she said, "Yeah, I remember." We had no idea that I would lose 479 pounds from dealing with my mental health issues around eating and food addiction. That I would get healthy internally, and as a result, I would start losing so much weight I wouldn't be able to keep up with it. I'd start walking again, and the 62 medications I was on would be all gone. I don't take anything. And then I would walk again and run again and go to the gym again and ride a bike again and take myself to the bathroom and wipe my own bottom. I never thought I was going to be doing those things again. I thought this was my end. I thought this was how I had to leave. I thought I was meant to be the big girl, the big, funny, cute girl. I thought that was supposed to be my story. Remember, I was just telling you about the pathway to your destiny. It started a long time ago, but life happens and it gets stumped and you get stuck, you get derailed. I got derailed. Are you derailed right now? Are you derailed on your journey to where you're supposed to be? Are you derailed on your journey to a better version? Are you stuck? Have you gotten stuck somewhere? Did your car break down on the side of a road to a better version of you and you can't get nobody to come tow it? Did you run out of gas? Did you have a mechanical failure on your way to a better version of you? Did your AAA expire so you can't call for roadside assistance? Y'all know what comparisons I'm making to life. Was the drive too long so you didn't want to make it anymore? Did you get out the car and go stay on the side of the road? Did you stop for a break and not get back on? Hey, that's for somebody. You stopped and never started again. Is that your story? Restart right now. Restart right now. Restart right now. Restart right now. This time you're going to do it. This is your time. This time you're going to get it. This time it's going to happen. This time is your time. All the other times, yes, you fell off. You didn't stay at the gym. You wasted money on memberships. All the other times was not your time. This time is your time, because this time you're not doing it because somebody told you need to do it. You're not doing it because you just broke up with that dude. You're not doing it because she made you mad. You're not doing it because you tired of people thinking you less than. You're not doing it because the doctor said you're going to die. That's not why you're doing it. This time you're doing it because you are daring yourself to show up, to glow up, to grow up. You're daring yourself to say everything that they said I wasn't going to be. I'm going to double down and be willing to prove everything I've ever doubted about who I am wrong. I'm going to prove me wrong. Hey, I'm going to prove me wrong. I've made up my mind that I'm proving me wrong. I don't need to prove man wrong. I need to prove me wrong. I'm the one with the lack of belief. I'm the one with the lack of faith. I'm the one with the doubt in me. So now, guess what I got to do? I got to prove me wrong. Some of y'all's got to get up and do some stuff you wouldn't be willing to do. You like to sleep in. Stop sleeping in. It's something when you get up a little bit earlier. That's for somebody. I don't know who. I think they might be on Instagram. That's for you. You don't want to get up, but when you get up a little bit earlier, your day's going to go better. And what's going to happen is you're going to start getting up early in that side hustle. You're going to get up early enough. And you're going to start working your side hustle before you go to the J.O. Bizzle. And by the time you get to the J.O. Bizzle, you're going to be already made enough money. Then your J.O. Bizzle is going to pay you for 8 to 12 hours. Somebody's going to start getting up every morning to double down on their side hustle. Their side hustle is going to become the hustle. I'm just saying that's for somebody, because you're going to challenge yourself and you're going to start tomorrow. You're not even going to wait. Weekends don't even count. You're so willing, you're not even going to consider weekend as a day that you get to take off, because if you're hungry enough for something, there's no days off. If you're hungry for something, there's no days off. Ask LeBron. Ask Jordan. Ask Michael. Ask artists. Ask celebrities. How many songs and notebooks they got where they was writing nonstop, because there's no days off when you're trying to build something. There's no days off when you're trying to overcome something. There's no days off when you got to come from this. When this is your beginning and you need an ending, baby, there's no days off. If the enemy of weight has been on your back, has been sitting on your back for years, and you tired of it, if that 15 pounds from your child is still sitting on you, and you tired of it, if that 35 pounds done turned it to 100 pounds, done turned it to 300 pounds, done turned it to 600 pounds, and you tired, and it's on your back, we on our way to somewhere. We got to go. We on our way to somewhere. You are the culprit of your demise. You are also the king or queen of your rise. You choose what we doing. We either stand down or we getting up. I always say fall on your back. So when you get up, you can be looking up. That's all I'm saying. Y'all saying fall on your face. Why? I don't want to fall forward. Because if I fall forward, I'm going to mess up this pretty face of mine. Do you not see how naturally cute I am? That's with no lashes. That's with no brows. That's with no makeup. That's all me, Bookie. She's cute. So don't you worry about it. I'm not trying to fall forward. See, I'm going to need to fall back because I ain't as worried about this bald-headed mind of mine. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not worried about the baldy bald we got going there, right? That's why it's called baldy bald, right? So I'm going to go ahead and fall back. Say fall back in the chat if you with me. I need to know if somebody hears me because I'm on here longer than normal, and my moderator's going to kick me off in a minute, and she'll only kick me off if we not in here communicating, hitting the like button and talking to each other. But if y'all talking to me, they going to let me stay. But if y'all ain't, we ain't communicating, they're going to say, Coach, get up off of her. They don't want you today. So I need to know if you want me. It's Friday. I'm trying to help you get free. I like to help people get free on Friday. Friday's the day I got free on. I got free on a Friday. So maybe you'll get free today. Let's get back to it. If you're the culprit of your demise, you can be the king of your rise. So are you choosing to rise? I'm just saying you can do hashtag I rise in the chat. I rise by itself. But whatever you choose, and I just need to know if there's anybody in here familiar with what it's like to want to overcome. I don't know. I mean, it might not be nobody in here that's willing to fall back so you can look up and get up. I said fall back. Act like you falling out of a Simone Biles twist. Act like you did a triple double flip on a slap back and you gonna fall back. You gonna kick that leg straight up and then you gonna wiggle on up because see, we can see to get up. I don't want to fall forward. I don't know about you. Like I said, I'm kind of cute. And I'm not willing to fall forward, but I am willing to fall back. I'm willing to fall back. I'm willing to fall back. Let me do this check. I'm willing to fall back because, see, when I fall back, I'm going to be able to see what I need to do to get up, y'all. If I can see what I need to do to get up, I'm going to be able to get up quicker. I'm going to get up faster. I ain't going to be down long. I might keep getting knocked down, but I'm going to learn that I ain't got to stay down. See, many of us keep getting knocked down and we done got knocked down and now we stuck down. I remember a time when my godmom and my mom, they died within weeks of each other. And all I kept thinking is I can't take nothing else. I can't take nothing else. If anything else happens, I don't know what I'm going to do, sister. That's what I was telling my sister. How many of y'all are saying that right now? If anything else goes wrong, I don't know what I'm going to do. If anything else doesn't work out, I don't know what I'm going to do. If I can't take nothing else, my mind can't take it. My heart can't take it. That's what I was telling her. I kept saying, sister, I'm hurting. I keep losing everything. Everything keeps falling away from me. And this was just at the beginning of the year. And I kept saying, sister, I can't take the pain that I'm currently enduring. What am I going to do? I need it to go away. I need the pain to dissipate. She said, be still. And that, like, to me was like she had cussed me out. What you mean, be still? No, I got to get moving. I got to get in action. I need to do something about this feeling that is killing me on the inside. Thank you for the shirt. Thank you for being here. I need to do something about this feeling that is killing me on the inside. So you just cussed me out. And I said, sister, that's cussing me out. She said, what do you mean? I did not cuss. I said, yes, you did. I said, when you told me to be still, that was like calling me out of my name. Because in my mind, I need to be moving. I need to be fixing. I need to be doing something. Because I had learned in my life that as long as I kept moving and being everything you needed me to be, I couldn't get still enough to fix me. Hey, that's a word for somebody. Oh man, it's crazy in here today. This ain't even happening in real life. We must be in that alternate universe I'm talking about. That was somebody catch it. I'm so busy being everything you need me to be that I can't be me for me. See, that's one of our problems. We be broken down like James Brown on the side of the road with no kickstand and no extra spare tire. But you think we gonna ask somebody for help? Not at all. But let somebody call us for help. Somehow, all of a sudden, we couldn't get that spare tire on the car for ourselves. But if the baby called, we can get the spare tire on the car. We can find gas money, and we can drive 5 hours away to see what's wrong with them, only to get there and find out
it was never worth us coming down there anyway. We just wasted money and gas that we didn't even have to waste. Codependency. Yada baha. See, the thing is, we got to wake up. Because some of these behaviors are self-induced, self-driven, self-done. Some of this chaos you're creating. You're the driver. You're the seeker. You're the maker. Remember yesterday I talked to you about that fear where we get to talking too much because we walking in fear of what we ain't going to let happen to us. And then we get to clacking at the mouth and we need to learn to shut it down. Today we need to learn to be still. You see it? You see the lessons? You see them? Thank you. I'm a behaviorist. I do that. Today, we got to keep the body still. Yesterday, we need to keep our mouth closed. And today, it's our body. Every day, it'll be something else. Tomorrow, when we connect, I'm going to talk to you about another part. But for today, it's our body. We got to get still enough, long enough to get strong enough. Many of us want to endure to the end, but we want to get to the end of what? We've determined that if I'm seeking health and wellness, there's always going to be a pursuit. I'm always going to be seeking something to be a better version of myself because there's no quick answers. As we continue to age, menopause, etc., health concerns, trauma, etc., those things aren't going to stop happening. So we have to build our mindset up and strengthen our body and our nutritional input so that we can overcome. Some of us will get a cold and it break you down like you got influenza and Ebola because your immune system is weak. And instead of you eating better, you sitting around drinking Diet Coke and eating poppers, talking about something, I'm watching what I eat. Now, if you drink 17 Diet Cokes, if you're drinking 6 Coke Zeros, go ahead and get the real one with sugar. Stop playing with yourself. That's insane. If you're drinking a whole case a day, go get the real one. Oh, I can drink more because it's Coke Zero. No, you can't. On the back, that serving size, it applies to that too. Yeah, just in case. Just in case. When it says serving size 12 chips on the back of the poppers, just because the poppers are air fried and they're okay, they're good, they're a healthy choice, it doesn't mean you can eat the whole bag. Moderation applies to healthy food. You're a vegetarian, just because you only eat cheese and you only eat cheese pieces, it does not mean you can eat 2 personal size pieces, sweetie. The same amount of calories that's in one is in 2. Yep. So for y'all wonder how come y'all not losing more weight and y'all actually don't eat meat anymore, sweetie, you cannot be sitting around overeating sweet potatoes and French fries as a meal on a regular basis. That's not sustainable nutrition. You see what I'm saying? Remember earlier I mentioned to you that the importance about health and wellness to gain access and knowledge. You need access to better food choices and you need the knowledge on what you're supposed to be eating in the first place. Many of us don't have those 2 things. When you get those 2 things, you'll be amazed about what happens to your waistline and your mind. For years, I've said this phrase, change your mind, change your waistline. Many people ask me how I did it, and that's the comment I put in the chat. I put in the comments. They'll DM me and say, Coach, what does that mean? And I began to explain to them the process that I had to go through mentally to achieve what you have in front of you. The questions that I had to pose to myself to open up doors within myself that I never tapped into because I didn't think I needed to. Because I come from a family that said, just because you're not getting molested no more, you don't need to talk about it. But what happened was the way that made me feel was still relevant and active today. That's too deep for you. I ain't gonna even do it. I gotta go. Tomorrow. Come same place. Same places, but a little bit earlier time or later time. Tomorrow Saturday, because I have in the morning. We'll be done about 8:30. I think we'll be done at 8:30. So tomorrow a little bit later. But have a beautiful day. My name is Coach LaShelle Elliott. This is the after, but this is the before. So if you're wondering what this platform is about, you can see before and after. My company is I Rise Inc., which is I Realize I'm Strong Enough. This sweatshirt in red metallic is available on our website, as well as a ton of other I Rise Inc. merchandise. And if you're looking for a supportive wellness and weight loss community, I got you covered. Simply click the link or go to my TikTok shop. And right now, you can get 5 months of my coaching program in a group setting and one-on-one monthly appointments for the next 5 months, one time monthly, for just $79. It's over $3,500 worth of services and resources and meal plans, recipes. Daily, it's over 385 different recipe options, meaning you can eat 1 meal a day every single day and never have to look anywhere else for a meal plan. We got all your snacks covered. We even have your workouts and teach you how to meditate.
only for $79. You can click the link in my bio or you can head over to my website and grab your seat. We only have a few seats left, so you make sure you're one of the 250 that gets chosen to be in our next class of 2025. So if you're headed over to get started, welcome in. And if you're still considering it, I'll see you tomorrow to tell you why I got your back. You have a good day now, you hear? Bye. Bye, love bugs. Bye, cutie pies. Love y'all. Thank you, TR, for holding us down. TR, did you get your gift? You're welcome, Bella. Hold on, I can't cancel the live yet for this one. TR, did you get your gift? Is that you hitting the like button, TR?